What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some massive news that rocked the crypto world, specifically for XRP holders. Over $431 million worth of XRP was just sent to two of the biggest exchanges, Coinbase and Binance. This set off a firestorm of speculation and coincided with a pretty sharp drop in XRP's price. So what exactly happened, and what does this mean for the future of XRP? Stick around as we break it all down. On Friday, the blockchain tracker Whale Alert, which many of you probably follow, lit up with some jaw-dropping notifications. First, it flagged a transfer of nearly 93 million XRP, valued at about $214 million, moving from an unknown wallet directly to Coinbase. If that wasn't enough to get the market buzzing, just a short while later, another alert popped up. This time, it was a second, even larger transfer of almost 95 million XRP, worth roughly $217 million, landing on Binance. We are talking about a combined total of over $431 million in XRP, hitting major exchanges in a very short period. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, in the crypto world, the timing and size of these deposits are incredibly significant. When massive amounts of a coin are moved to an exchange, it's often interpreted as a sign that a whale, a large holder, is preparing to sell. Think about it. You don't move your assets onto an exchange unless you're planning to do something with them, and selling is the most common reason. These large inflows increase the available supply on the exchange, which can lead to significant selling pressure and amplify short-term price swings. This isn't just a one-off event either. Recent on-chain analysis has been pointing to a rise in what IS called whale-to-exchange flows for XRP. Some analysts see this as a sign that we're in a distribution phase, where large holders are selling off their coins rather than an accumulation phase, where they're buying more. It is a classic signal that could suggest a potential top, or at least a period of consolidation. The market's reaction was almost immediate. XRP's price, which had been enjoying some nice gains over the past few months, took a tumble. It slid from its intraday highs down to the low $2.30 range, erasing a good chunk of its recent progress. Looking at the live exchange feeds during that time, you could see XRP trading in a bearish zone, down about 7% for the day, as trading volume spiked. This tells us that traders were reacting to the news in real time, and the sentiment quickly turned negative. So what should we expect next? Is this the end of the road for XRP's recent rally? Not everyone is convinced it's an immediate doomsday scenario. Some market watchers are quick to point out that not all large inflows to exchanges result in a massive sell-off. There are other reasons for these movements. For instance, the funds could be moved for custody reasons, for arbitrage opportunities between different exchanges, for over-the-counter or OTC deals that happen off the main order book, or even for internal shuffling by the exchanges themselves. Large transfers can sometimes be part of more complex financial strategies that don't involve immediate market dumping. However, even with these alternative explanations, the warning signs are becoming harder and harder to ignore. Beyond these whale movements, some market analysts have been highlighting potential technical weaknesses in XRP's price chart. They've also noted a slowdown in network activity. When you combine these factors with the possibility of large whale holdings hitting the market, it creates a potentially vulnerable situation for XRP's price. If these whales start to sell in large quantities, these other weaknesses could make the price drop even more severe. So, what are traders and investors doing now? All eyes are on the order books at Coinbase and Binance. If a significant portion of these coins hits the open market, we could see another leg down from the current price levels. But if the coins are just being shuffled around for custody or used for a private OTC settlement, then this whole event might just be a bit of headline noise that fades away by next week. Looking back at XRP's history, transfers of this magnitude have often been a prelude to increased price volatility. And with XRP already having built up so much momentum this year, the market is particularly sensitive to these kinds of events. Everyone is on high alert. For now, we as investors have to rely on on-chain alerts from services like Whale Alert and watch the short-term price action very closely. While these alerts are great for spotting large movements quickly, they don't give us the full picture. They don't identify who the sender is or what their ultimate intention is. That is the missing piece of the puzzle we need to say for sure whether this is a precursor to a big sell-off or just a routine institutional reshuffle. As we head into the weekend, we should expect to see heightened liquidity and potentially larger than normal spreads in the XRP markets. This means prices could be more volatile, and the difference between the buy and sell prices might be wider than usual. The big question remains: will this be a story about whales dumping their bags, or will it be a non-event that we forget about by Monday? The answer will reveal itself over the next 24 to 72 hours. We need to watch the order books and monitor on-chain movements to see where these coins end up. So, my advice is to stay informed and be cautious. Don't panic sell based on headlines alone, but also be aware of the increased risk. Keep an eye on the charts, watch the volume, and see if those sell walls start building up on Coinbase and Binance. The next few days will be crucial for XRP's short-term price direction. We'll definitely be keeping a close watch and will provide updates as the situation develops. That's all for today's deep dive. What do you think is happening with these massive XRP transfers? Are the whales getting ready to sell, or is it just business as usual? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more crypto news and analysis. We'll see you in the next one.